everyone. I'm Jennifer Martinez Gomez. I am a student at University of Colorado, Denver. My major is psychology with minors in behavioral cognitive neuroscience and public health. Today, we are joined by Alfonso Porter, who is the Associate Director of Met Media at Metropolitan State University of Denver. Welcome, Alfonso. Could you please take a moment and introduce yourself and your role?
Thank you so much. My name is Alfonso Porter, and I'm the Associate Director of Met Media, which is the voice of students here at the MSU Denver, where we house the television programs, radio programs, the Metropolitan newspaper, and the Metrosphere magazine. So we are the voice of MSU Denver students.
Awesome, thank you. So we'll just get started. Our first question is, I remember last year reading 2 of the issues on my ballot, and they were very confusing and contradictory. How can I find clear information about issues or even about candidates? How do each of you do this when you're voting?
Well, absolutely. I believe that concerned members of the community should research the issues thoroughly. Most of the information is public knowledge since it's in the public space. Obviously, candidates did not appear out of the clear blue sky, so there is a background to each one of them. I think that voters should be informed, do their due diligence, research both the candidate and the issue at hand. I have to say, though, however, sometimes the issue can be very confusing, and so you may have to drill down a little bit deeper in order to truly understand what it is you're voting for, because sometimes yes means no and no means yes on a ballot issue. And so you always have to be clear with that.
Awesome, thank you for that. Next, so I usually get flyers in the mail or see ads on TV, social media, being a younger candidate, a younger voter. And every candidate says something like, vote for me because I will defend your values or interests, but they don't even know who I am or what I care about or anything like that to put those ads together. So I am skeptical. How can I find out what a candidate really believes or really stands for in order to know if they share my beliefs and my values? What sources do you look?
Sure. Always be mindful that this is a campaign, and the candidate is presenting and putting their best foot forward on any particular issue. So we can see in the candidates for the midterm election nationally, where candidates have been against pro-right, been pro-life, and now they're saying they're against it in order to get your vote. And so just make sure that that individual is consistent in their messaging, and make sure that you do your homework, do your research, because you can find all the information you need either via their own campaign websites or by drilling down and finding other sources, interviewing other people who know them, for example, and get to know them a bit better.
All right, thank you. You mentioned midterm elections. I have a quick question just kind of going off of that.
Sure.
How would you encourage people to vote during the midterms just because they advertise the bigger elections a lot more than just midterms?
Well, here locally?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. I think that you're going to see our initiatives along with those national initiatives as well on the same ballot. And so, again, be as informed as you possibly can about the issue at hand, and then vote according to your own heart. Just make sure that you're aware that this is very important. This is one of the elections and the year that I think it's all on the line with respect to freedom and liberty. And so I think that folks who are going to cast their ballot be as informed as possible.
Awesome, thank you. So sometimes issues on the ballot are really hard to decide about. Even when I have the information laid out in front of me, I can see arguments on both sides that are convincing. What do you do to reach a decision in situations like that? How do you kind of weigh those pros and cons?
Sure, of course. I think, of course, you know what your own position is.
Right.
And I would ask that we think critically about who this individual is, what they're asking me to do, what they will do if elected, and how they will do it specifically. You really have to just weigh the pros and cons for yourself, right? In order to make an informed decision. as journalists, we put out as much information to the public as we possibly can in order for the public to be able to make that informed decision. So you will find considerable and robust coverage on each of these candidates. As a matter of fact, I do believe that we've invited gubernatorial candidates here to discuss these very issues here at MSU Denver just this week. And so you can tune into the Met Report, for example. You can tune into your local broadcast in order to find out. Certainly go to web sources, internet sources, and any written sources that you can find.
Awesome. Well, I know like a common also problem is that sometimes you'll feel like your vote won't make a difference. It seems like the initiatives that candidates that are most popular will win no matter what, if I agree with them or not. If I don't agree with them, if it won't really matter anyways. How does my single vote really make a difference?
You know, I've been quite concerned about the younger generation and that particular attitude and outlook. And I would say that your vote is crucially important. Every single vote counts, because oftentimes in these elections, you'll learn that, well, she won by 13 votes, or she won by 50 votes. Every single vote counts. And you know, we want to express to the younger generation that this is a critical year, and you must vote so that your voice can be heard.
Thank you for that. Thank you, Alfonso, for your time and your willingness to share your knowledge. As a friendly reminder to the viewers, ballots can be dropped off in multiple voting locations across Denver, and there's even ballot drop-offs located at the Tivoli on campus. That's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank our guest, Alfonso Porter, and thanks for watching.
Thank you very much.